Hey there, I'm Coms, and yeah, I went to the Minecraft experience. Kind of crazy, I know. Didn't really think I would go initially, but I went for my birthday last week, which was actually really cool. And for those of you who don't know, the Minecraft experience is a sort of event that has been held in a few locations already, and it's essentially this immersive experience where you sort of get put into the world of Minecraft. It's already been in Dallas, in the US already. It's currently in London, and I think it will be in Toronto this summer. The pre-sale tickets for Toronto are actually already out, so be sure to grab them if you want to go, because tickets do actually sell out quite quickly, or at least they did here in the UK. In today's video though, I'll sort of be going through what to expect in this experience if you do ever decide to go, and I'll be putting some videos in the background and pictures which I took when I was there. They did let us film, which is really cool, so I'm excited to share some of the stuff inside. And I'll give some sort of like varied explanation about the experience since I don't want to spoil everything. Um, at the start, though, you're basically given this cube, or orb as they call it, and you can actually find information about this orb uh, on the Experience website, which I will put in the description below. The one in the description is the London website. I think they might have a separate one for Toronto and Dallas. I'm not really sure, but I'll put whatever link I can find in the description. Essentially, though, this orb is called the Orb of Interaction, and you can put it on different objects or mobs around the rooms, and they make sounds, or you can interact with screens. The starter room, which they call the Forest, basically gives you an introduction to the orb, and you can see us using it to mine trees here. There's also this minigame with crafting, and you sort of compete against other people to craft as much as possible. For us, it was pretty much no problem, but the other people in the rest of the group were pretty much all like 7-year-olds, so they were a bit behind. I put the scores on the screen. We're the ones on the very right. You can see how other people were doing. I mean, they were just a bit behind. The crafting itself, though, was really unique, I think. Essentially, there were chests around the room, each with a different item on top, and you place your orb on that particular chest, and basically, your orb will, quote unquote, pick up that item. And then you head back to your crafting table, put the orb on the highlighted spot on the crafting table grid, and you basically craft. I think it's really unique. Basically, as I said, every chest has its own item, and you sort of go around the room and grab different items, which I thought was actually really cool. I've never really seen anything like it before, so definitely very unique. Sometimes though, the crafting recipes would keep repeating, so you could basically keep spamming the same resource for points. I mean, we got like the bed a couple times in a row, and you only need the wood, so you just put the layers of wood at the bottom over and over again, and you get just farm points pretty easily. Though I don't think having number of points really matters. I think it's mainly just a time limit thing. So you just do as much as possible in the time you're given. So we did 16. Some people did like 2, 3. A group got 7 though, which was close to us, I think. Or they might have gotten more. I don't remember. But I remember one of the kids shouting, "How are those people at 16? That's crazy." I know. We're pros at this game. Moving on though, as the name of the experience suggests, the whole goal of the experience is to save the villagers, hence the name Villager Escape. And there's this very cool touchscreen where at first you build the village, but then mobs come out and it gets destroyed, and again you use the cubes for some of the bits on the screen, but then you also, touch the screen with your fingers, which was also very cool. Moving on though, there are a few other rooms with different biomes, and similarly to the starter room, you can use your orb to harvest more items around, and then you end up fighting a bunch of mobs in separate rooms. There was this one really cool room though, where you throw snowballs at Blaze and Piglins. These were proper balls you can hold. I'll show a video of it, but I think it was actually really cool. You just throw them at the screen. Honestly, it was really well made, and I think this was probably one of my favorite parts. I mean, you're trying to knock piglins into the lava. I don't really know why, but you're trying to kill them, and then at the end there was like this massive blaze, which you have to kill for a bunch of blaze rounds. Also very cool. Not really what I expected. I thought everything would be just running around with the orb, but having the balls was actually really unique, very cool. So yeah, I rate it. It's a very cool experience. Finally, though, you end up saving the villagers. Spoiler, I know. And you cure them, and you end up leaving with a code for an in-game cape, which actually looks pretty cool. And that is sort of a nutshell of the experience. I did leave out some of the in-between stuff since I didn't want to spoil everything, but I'm gonna give my thoughts about the actual experience itself because well, I've sort of given some of my thoughts, but this is more of an in-depth personal thing that I thought was kind of cool. So, firstly, as sort of hinted by my current or by my previous information that I've given out about my experience, most of the people there were children, and I think the experience was definitely targeted at a lot younger audience. But I think you could kind of see the children were really enjoying it, and I can see why a lot of people liked the experience. The actual experience itself was really cool. I think the orb, as I sort of mentioned, was really unique. And I haven't seen a whole lot of that before. And I think one of my favorite rooms was definitely the crafting one, but then the snowball one was also really cool, purely because I thought they were the most unique. But I think using the orb to harvest resources around the different rooms was actually really cool, really fun. The screens were very unique. Never really seen that kind of stuff before with the cubes, and the rooms were actually really detailed, and I think a lot of the mobs there, like the models, were actually really cool, pretty accurate, similar to the games. And my favorite model out of all of them was this one, which was a spider on the redstone minecart, purely because the lighting effects on it were awesome. You can see the redstone sort of glowing. If they made the spider eyes glowing, that would actually be really cool, but I think the blue light shining down actually makes it look like even better, which was actually really fun. Also, this room with the lava and water was also really cool. Probably my favorite room design out of all of them, but favorite mob was definitely the spider. But all in all, you can see that they definitely put a lot of effort into the detail in the entire thing, and I think I really enjoyed myself in it. The staff were really energetic, they really made you feel like in the moment, and I think I definitely had a lot of fun. Would I go again? Maybe. I mean, I'm not opposed to going to it again, but I mean, it might not be as immersive as the next time, purely because I know what's coming when and where. Though I think it would be fun to, do it all again. But yeah, that's sort of my thoughts. An extra thing though, if you do end up buying tickets, there is also an option to get the Obsidian package, and this gives you a VIP pass, which will give you a gift bag. The contents of the gift bag are on the website, so you can find them there. I don't know if they'll change, but I did actually end up getting the Obsidian package for like a free VIP pass and stuff. With the Obsidian package, you also get a free photo pass, so pictures taken around the experience by staff will end up being free. There are a few cool photo stations with special effects like green screens, but also props such as the torch, which will glow in the picture they take. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the experience. In short, really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really cool. A lot of the actual props, mobs around, really awesome, and you can really tell they put a lot of effort into making it look nice, which is actually super awesome. As always though, I don't know if I'll do a whole lot of Minecraft content in the future, but I thought I'll do a review and sort of vlog showing the stuff at the experience since I went anyways. Probably gonna end it here. If you did go to the experience though, drop your thoughts about it in the comments, or maybe you will go to the experience, and also just comment below. Um, as always though, this is Cosy Cons blasting off, and I'll be seeing you maybe in the next one. Peace.